The town of Pullman in eastern Washington is just 9 miles from Moscow, Idaho, with the state line between them. But the border between these two college towns could soon take on new meaning if the U.S. Supreme Court strikes down the constitutional right to an abortion. Idaho has what's called a trigger law, making abortion a felony in most cases. In contrast, Washington State Governor Jay Inslee has vowed to provide sanctuary and support for those seeking abortions from out of state who might face criminal charges at home. One center of this tension is the Planned Parenthood clinic in Pullman, which is already seeing an influx in patients coming from Idaho.
3 years ago was maybe in the high 30% of our patients for abortions were Idaho. At the beginning of this year, it was mid 40%, and now we're at low 60s, 61, 62% of our patients are coming from Idaho.
Colette Oliver-Soleil is the health center manager for Planned Parenthood in Pullman. Her worries have risen since the leak of a draft U.S. Supreme Court opinion overturning Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 decision protecting the right to abortion. That leak sent activists on both sides of the issue into overdrive, preparing for whatever comes next.
Feelings-wise, it's scary, but part of our mission statement is fearless advocacy. So it's not the time to hide.
The center has been targeted by anti-abortion activists. In 2015, it caught fire, which police later determined was intentionally set. Oliver-Soleil says the protesters are sophisticated and threatening.
They've been trained on how to, protest without breaking any laws or getting in trouble, and they really push that boundary.
We want to labor and pray for the day when Planned Parenthood is no more, is shut down. But we want to do it by reformational means, not revolutionary means. So we've protested there, and our people have protested there at Planned Parenthood, but we want to protest lawfully.
Pastor Doug Wilson leads Christ Church in Moscow, Idaho. Wilson believes that Idaho should adopt even more stringent laws on abortion, banning it without exception, even when the mother's life is at risk. And Wilson told Reuters he thinks simmering political tensions over abortion could erupt into mass violence.
I don't think the United States has been this divided since the late 1850s. Right? So I think we honestly are at Civil War levels of hostility and tension, and so consequently there are hotheads that want to take up arms to further their cause in either direction.
I got pregnant in 2019, and it was not like a good, healthy relationship at all. And I was just finishing college.
Nicole is a mother of 2 who lives in Moscow, Idaho, and shared her story of visiting the Pullman Planned Parenthood for a medical abortion across the state line. She asked that Reuters not use her last name for security reasons.
When I took the pill, I felt so relieved, like this giant weight had lifted off my chest. And I actually even told the lady, the doctor who gave me the pill, and she was like, "We get that a lot."
It was an emotional experience, and when she got pregnant again 6 months later, she decided to give birth.
And that baby, I realized I couldn't do that again, because I had made that choice, and it was like, having my son, I love my son, but sometimes I feel like I had him to punish myself almost for the abortion.
After Nicole's son was born, she underwent a tubal ligation procedure to prevent future pregnancies, but she's still concerned about the rare chance of a potentially deadly ectopic pregnancy.
And so I haven't looked into the laws, and I don't even know if it's illegal to get an abortion in that case. And in that case, it's like, do I have to go through this ectopic pregnancy and risk death in order to satisfy these old white guys that I've never met? That seems crazy, but. So yes, I would do it again, and I would honestly break laws. If it's illegal in Idaho, I would break laws.
The Supreme Court is expected to issue an opinion that could overturn or undercut abortion protections before the end of the month.